Hello everyone and welcome to CPAC 2023. I'm your host, Amelia Kane, and with me today is the former acting director of ICE, Tom Homan. Tom, thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
Our first question is, what is the current state of our southern border? If you can describe that for us.
Without profanity?
Preferably.
Look, it's an historic illegal immigration crisis. Think about this. We went from the most secure border in my career, which spanned 35 years, most secure border we've ever had, to historic illegal immigration in a matter of months. First thing President Biden did, he signed 90 executive orders, basically getting rid of everything the Trump administration did to give us the most secure border. So right now the border is out of control. The strongest nation on the face of the earth, the United States, does not have operational control of our border. The criminal cartels in Mexico do.
My goodness. So what have you personally witnessed, if you mind sharing, on our southern border?
Well, look, I've been down there at least 10 times in the last year and a half. I talked to the men and women of the Border Patrol. I started my career as a Border Patrol agent. And there is no morale. The morale is non-existent because these law enforcement officers who took an oath to enforce the laws and protect our sovereignty are not allowed to do it. They've been turned from federal law enforcement officers into tourist agents. They basically process people, drive them to the bus station or the airport with a free airline ticket to the city of their choice at government expense, and they're just sending them on their way. Actually, we're actually delivering these children to the very people who paid a criminal organization to smuggle their children, which is a felony, and the government's completing the last phase of the criminal conspiracy by delivering the children. So it's ridiculous, but I've been on the board, I've seen, like during my 35 years, I've seen a lot of terrible things. I was down there to watch children that were abandoned, younger than 5 years old. I saw, Border Patrol agent giving chest compressions to a baby that was drowning in the river. Girls as young as 10-year-olds have been raped multiple times by the cartels. I watched the heroes of the Border Patrol actually jump into the river and say, actually I watched them approach the smuggler in the boat. And as they got close to the boat, the smuggler and the people were there, the smuggler threw a toddler into the water, knowing the Border Patrol would stop chasing him and go find the toddler. So, it's
ruthless,
horrendous,
beyond words. So how do you respond to someone who says, there is no crisis on the border, everything's fine, there's nothing to see here?
They're idiots. Bottom line is, the numbers speak for themselves. 1.7 million encounters the first year, 2.4 the second year. We're on a glide path right now to do about 2.7, 2.8 this year. Over 5 million encounters on the southern border. We got 1.2 million gotaways. And when I say gotaways, these are illegal aliens that cross the border. We got them on camera, drone traffic, sensor traffic, but the Border Patrol couldn't respond to it because they're too busy processing. Understand, 70% of agents are been taken off patrol to process and caretake of these people. 70%, that means 30% remain on the line. That's why I have record amount of gotaways because there's no patrol. So 1.2 million gotaways. So people got to ask themselves, who's the 1.2 million? How come? First of all, when you pay the criminal cartels to get to the United States, you pay one rate to go across the river and turn yourself in. You pay a lot higher rate to cross the river and get away.
Yes.
So who's the 1.2 million that said, I don't want to turn myself in, I don't want a free ride to the city of my choice, I don't want a work authorization. Who doesn't want all that giveaway program? Somebody doesn't want to be vetted. So the 1.2 million, the reason they didn't turn themselves in because they didn't want to be fingerprinted. They didn't want to be vetted. They wanted to get away. And that should scare every American because Border Patrol's arrested people from 170 different countries. Some of these countries sponsor terrorism. Border Patrol's arrested 57 people off the terrorist watch list. They arrested 57 trying to get in. So just ask yourself, how many of the 1.2 million cross this border to do us harm and are known suspected terrorists? That's just scared the hell. It scares the hell out of me. It's just scared the hell out of everybody.
Absolutely. Well, I'm sure our viewers really enjoyed listening to what you have to say. You're an expert on this issue. Thank you so much for joining me today.
2024, we do it all over again.
That's right.
Got it.
To support our work, please visit judicialwatch.org. Thank you.